I would definitely recommend Contact. And the reasons are, it's a really cost-effective service, it's very simple to implement, and it's very easy to train your staff on how to use. And we've certainly found that the sort of benefits of it are almost instantaneous, and certainly we've found that our non-voice handling service has improved enormously since we've had the product in place. Welcome everybody. As you can see, Sarah Barrow, I'm the Head of Customer Service and Administration for Wokingham Borough Council. We're responsible for about 200 different services coming into the borough. So it's very, very diverse, and for my team that's quite tricky because you never know what that phone call is necessarily going to be about or that interaction that's coming in. We had no central system that recorded any of the customer contact, so there were about something like 20 different CRM type systems that were all recording customer contact, but none of them actually spoke to each other. So if a customer rang in about one thing here, if they rang in here the next day, there was no correlation, and often you needed to know that that customer had an issue with both education as well as social care, because those things were linked. And we had a lot of duplication. So there was a lot of wastage and inefficiency because we had lots of people doing the same type of job. Contact service helps us meet those demands because we're able to bring all of our non-voice channels together, and we can get a good customer history, so we know what the customer has emailed or web chatted us about before. We've got a good idea of the services we've already provided to that customer, so we're able to give a much more holistic response to them. Also, we're able to broadcast out to lots of members of our community in one go, so we can send SMSs or emails to members of the community on subjects that they've chosen to get updates on, but also emergency information. So if we've suddenly got huge snow, as we've had in the past, we can let them know whether schools are closed, whether roads are blocked, and it just helps them to be as up to date as they possibly can. So we found that the system has been really proactive in that we're able to utilise it in lots of different ways. So the lessons that we've learned are that if you bring together your call handling, your non-voice and all your sort of comms, then it actually gives a much more consistent approach. And I'll give a good example of, people might frown about social media and think it's actually not a good thing, but we had an incident the other day where we've got this chap in Wokingham called Mr. Wokingham, and he wrote on Twitter, just been up at the council and those thieving are going to increase our council tax by 8%. The revolt starts now, who's with us? Okay, this was posted. Within 2 seconds, we'd seen that and we'd posted back, sorry, I don't know where you've got your information from, but a council tax is going to be frozen at 0, and in some cases people will see a reduction because their parish contributions are going down. And so I don't know where you're getting your info from, but it's wrong. So the social media services that Contact uses are really helpful because they give us a temperature check of what our customers are thinking about us, what's going on in the local community that we need to know about, and we're able to then respond quickly to some of those concerns. Now, web chat is something that we've been using for about 2 years now, and we've found that for our customers it's a really convenient way for them to contact us. But also people are using it a lot more in terms of their smartphones. And we had a chap the other day who was moving home, and he started his web chat actually in the removal van on his BlackBerry. And he said, I'm moving house, can I have a black recycling container? So he was in his removal van. And we said, well, if you're moving house, have you done all these other things? And before they'd actually got the boxes in the house, we'd got him on the council tax register, we'd got his kids' school enrolments done, we'd got him his black boxes, we'd got him his green bags for waste, we told him who his local councillor was, he'd got all of this information, and he said, God, he said, my computer won't have even been plugged in for probably another 2 days, and he said, and my phone's not working, so the landline, he says, but I've done all of this just over the web chat. So it's actually a really practical tool. And then what it also gives you, because we use that through the Datasquirt system as well, you have a written record of the web chat that you can then forward as an email to people, or it stays in your customer history. And when you go into contact, irrespective of the channel that the person's contacted you on, you'll see on the sort of left-hand side all of their interactions, whether they're web chat, email, SMS, and it helps you give a flavour of sort of what their favourite channels are as well. The other thing that we've done is we've managed to get our emails handling down from 10 working days to 1 working day now. Contact's emails system helps us because we're able to quality assure every email that goes out. So we have actually made a decision to 100% QA every single email that we deliver to our customers. So we can make sure we have consistency of responses, make sure that the all the grammar and punctuation is correct, that we're actually answering the question that they've asked us, which is really important. But it just means that we can give that customer the best possible response to their email. One of the major benefits of using Contact over other services is that it's software as a service, so it's hosted elsewhere. So there's no massive infrastructure costs for us. It's all managed separately, so all of the technical side is handled away from our offices. We don't have to worry about anything like that. And it's really efficient. We haven't had any downtime in the service since it's been in operation. And we found that it's a really simple system to both implement and for staff to use, and it can be accessed anywhere. So it's browser-based, so you can operate it from home, office, or on the bus using your mobile phone.